Victor. I'm here with a new review talk about, and this time I want to talk about the Space Marine, the new codex from the Space Marines. This is from August 2019, and we are going to make a look through this. I will share with you my opinion, and also I will talk about the new update from Games Workshop, where they also this codex it's influencing as well the Thousand Sons, the Chaos Space Marines, the Death Guard. So if you go to the errata for the Space Marines, this is impacting the Blood Angels, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolf, Death Watch, Grey Knights, and also the Imperial Armor from Forge Wall, and all the Chaos Space Marine Thousand Sons, Death Guard, and also the Forces of Chaos from Games Workshop. So let's make a look, and then we comment what is the impact we have on the other codexes. Okay, so if we look at the book, it's a really nice quality book. We have it's one of the I guess it's a thicker one. Okay, with 200 pages, something like that, 192 pages. So it's really a thick book. This is the book for all the regular troops of all the regular Space Marines. Okay, and from here we will not have any. In this book will not have any special character. Okay, so let's start. So this is this is the illustration from the Shadow Spear. Okay, and then let's go to the book. So here we have Codex Space Marines. This is introduction. We will have a content. This is the background. Then we have the showcase, and then we have all the rules at the end of the book. As usual, of all the codex here we have. I also have the poster of this because I have the Shadow Spear. But I really like a lot this illustration. So these are all the background about the Space Marines. I like a lot the look of this. You can see here these are the 20 legions. Again, we know a lot. This table is fitting in all the Space Marines codex. Like a lot as well. This illustration, I really love it. And you will have so really nice. This background of parchment, I really think it's very nice. So you will see here all the background. I will go fast here. I don't think it makes sense to spend too much time. Okay, so you will have some examples of the how the heraldry of the Ultramarines, and then the successor chapters, and the Imperial Feast, and some successor Imperial Feast, and you will have the same for the White Scars. Okay, so these are mainly the Codex of the Raven Guard. Okay, and the successor Salamanders. I go fast because Iron Hands, as well, all of them with their own successors, and then we have the unknown founding. So these are the ones that we don't know what is the origins, like the Blood Ravens or the Black Dragons or the Exorcists. So these are chapters where the origin is not clear. Okay, so then we have the explanation of all the different units. I will jump here, so we have all the different units. I'm jumping some of them, so you can see. You will have all the background and explanation of the different units. I will not stop here, so you have also the vehicles and all of them. Okay, no special characters, right? And then we have the showcase. I think the showcase is always nice to look and to have some inspiration. We see here all the new miniatures as well, the Eliminators, the new Invictor Tactical Warsuit. We have also here the Infiltrators, and I guess the Incursors. For the Infiltrators and the Incursors, they have a different helmet. Okay, the Phobos. So the Phobos is really the new thing, the Vanguard units. Okay, we have all here. We still have some classical Marines, right? Some not all are Primaris in the showcase. Here, some of them are not Primaris neither. These are not Primaris, okay, because these are the Devastators. So, and now here, I'm trying to look here what we have, the number 6 intercessor. So I think here all is primaries. Yes, in this army here everything is primaries. But we have the rule of defense of the monkey, and yeah, now we have the rule of death of angels of death. Sorry, and they shall know no fear as usual. We have now the bolter discipline included here, so it's not anymore a better rule. And we have the shock assault, and then they also have the combat doctrines. So you will start. You have at the start of the battle, the Devastator Doctrine is active. A combat doctrine remains active for the duration of the battle, though you can change with combat doctrine is active once at the start of each battle, battle round after the first, as follows. So if Devastator Doctrine was active during the previous battle round, you can change to Tactical Doctrine, and then if the Tactical Doctrine is active, you can change to Assault. You only can do one change per turn, so you start with Devastation, and unless it is something that you can use to change it faster, you will have, of course, the servitors unaligned will not benefit of these rules. And yeah, and basically what is giving is additional -1 AP in the first round on the heavy grenades, then on the rapid fire and assault, and at the end on the pistol and close combat weapons. Okay, so yeah, you have to choose the rhythm code you want to change that, but I think it's just are making them much more the Space Marines much more aggressive, much more offensive, right? The Bolter Discipline, as it's adding offensive. The shock assault is adding offensive power, and also these doctrines is adding offensive power. So in general, they are winning in offensive power. Okay, and in terms of defensive, so far they are the same as before. Okay, so they are yeah, they have the same resiliency so far as before, and we will see at the end that you can also change the resiliency of the Space Marines depending on the chapter doctrines are called, or chapter well, what's called this, let me check, we can make a look on the chapter disciplines, I think, or tactics, on the chapter tactics that you want to give to them. Okay, so if we look to the units, you see that there is not a special character. We go directly to the primaries captain. We have the primaries captain in Gravis armor, in Phobos armor, in Terminator armor, in Cataphractic armor, the captain of bike. Then we have the lieutenant, we have them as well in primaries, and okay, and we have them in Phobos armor, and then we have the librarian, and we have it primaries, and I'm missing the librarian in Phobos armor because okay, this is not here. Okay. We have the primaries chaplain, the tech marine, here it is. The librarian in Phobos armor, the librarian in Terminator armor, and then we have the chaplain. I don't know why they are not in order. Then we have the chaplain in Terminator armor, and the primaries is there. So the chaplain have not a special armor. Okay, these are all the. So we have basically librarians in different aspects, chaplains in different aspects, captains and lieutenants, and the tech marine. We don't have to forget him. The tech marine is not primaries. It's not primarized in any case, right? I don't think we have any tech marine primaries yet. So then we go to the troops. We have the troops is increasing quite a lot in the Space Marines. We have the intercessors, what are the first primaries we have seen in troops. We have the typical tactical squad, and now we have the infiltrator squad and the incursor squad. These are from the Vanguard Marines. Okay, they have different rules. These are the new ones. Let's make a look on the infiltrator is the new one. No, the infiltrator is the old one, and the incursor is the new one here. So if we go to the infiltrator, so they have Angels of Death, and they have concealed position. When you set up this unit during deployment, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is 9 inches away from the enemy deployment. And then have Helix at that. So at the end of your movement phase, This unit infiltrator XZ can provide medical attention to this unit, so you have a medical inside, right? If this unit contains a model that has lost any wounds, the model, you have the the role of the doctor, okay? And so on 5+ you can return a 1, and on 4+ you can heal 1. On a 4+ or less, this unit's infiltrator's Elix Adept cannot shoot this turn, and it recovers the gen seed of the fallen warrior. Each unit can only be provided medical attention once per turn. You can provide the medical attention. So roll a dice. This is okay. It's the typical medical aspect. So you have the dog included in the unit. You have the combat squad, so you can divide them. You have the Omni Scrambles. Enemy units that are set up on the battlefield. Reinforcements cannot be set up, so they cannot set up reinforcements at 12 inches or less of these guys. And they have the smoke grenades. They can use it once per battle instead of shooting. In your shooting phase, the unit can use its smoke until the start of the next shooting phase. When resolving attack made by ranged weapons, this unit is stack 1, so you give -1 like the smoke launchers in the vehicles. And they have Infiltrator comes right, so while this unit contains a model with Infiltrator comes right in, if there are any friendly Chapter Phobos Captain or Chapter Phobos Lieutenant models on the battlefield, this unit as always, so you have the benefits of your Captain and Lieutenants. But it's quite interesting, so I think the Infiltrator. And then we have the new Incursor that have this highware grenade. Okay, they also have the concealed positions as the other ones. They have the multi-spectrum array, so when resolving an attack made with ranged weapon by a model in this unit, ignore hit rolls modifiers, so they will ignore any negative modifier, and ballistic skill modifiers. And they also have the smoke grenades. And then the highway grenade is in your movement phase, one model from your army with a highway mine that has not been primed can prime it. At any point during the model's move, place a prime highway grenade mine with 1 inch of 1 inch of it, more than 3 inches away from the enemy models, and more than 6 away from any other prime highway grenades. If an enemy unit moves within 3 inches of that prime highway mine, roll a d6 on 2+, the enemy suffers the 3 mortal wounds. If it's a vehicle, this is 3+1. So you can start putting some traps. It's like bobby traps for the enemies, right? These guys are have the Oculus Bolt Carbine, and when resolving an attack made with this weapon, the target does not receive any benefit from of cover to its saving. So these guys are cancelling cover. These guys does not have negative for shooting, so they don't have negative because of the opponent have a negative to them. So, and on top, if you are on the doctrine of tactical doctrine, they will have -1 rending. Okay, and these ones, when have the marksman bolt carbine, when resolving an attack made with this weapon, an unmodified hit roll of 6 automatically scores a hit. So these ones are wounded with 6s. Okay, so I think this is much more interesting as a squad, the Incursor squad, although this one for the screening is not that bad, but I will say the Incursor is much better. We have the Scout squad as well as a troop. So we see now that we have 5 choices for troops, and now we go to the elites, and in the elites we have the Primaris Apothecary, the Apothecary, and the Primaris Ancient, and the Company Ancient, and the Company Champion, and the Company Veterans, and Servitors, and the Ancient Terminator Armor, the Terminator Squad. Yeah, now the Terminator Squad with this Volter thing, and maybe they are a little bit more reliable. I think the shooting is improving for them. Adding 1 attack, the Sergeant have 1 attack as well, so he has attacked 3 attacks. But still, Terminators, I don't think they are very good in the new Holy War, right? I don't know if they have decrease points, but they are not that good. Let me check here just very fast. Terminators is 23 points, so you still need 4 or 5 of them, so this means that you go on 115, then you have to add the weapons, right? Not sure what the Terminators. We also have the Terminator Assault Squad. I think these are even, unless you put them with Lightning Claws, they are not that good. We have the Cataphractii Terminators, the Tartarus Terminators, and then we have the Veterans, the Vanguard Veterans, Stengard Veteran Squad, the Dreadnought and the Ironclad Dreadnought. The Venerable Dreadnought and the Contemptor Dreadnought, these are the same. The Redemptor Dreadnought, the big guy. Okay. And here we have the new Invictor Tactical Warsuit. So this is it's like a, yeah, it's closer to the profile of a Redemptor Dreadnought than really the smaller guys. He has 13 wounds, he has 4 attacks, so he has toughness 6 instead of toughness 7 as the other Dreadnoughts, so a little bit less, and strength 7, so he has Angel of Death, he explodes, conceal position, so he infiltrates, and he can use the pistol as well, and we don't have more rules here, I guess. Okay. This is what we have a Fagstorm grenade launcher. Okay, so this is the all. Okay, and I have some weapons, right? It's a Dreadnought that can infiltrate. This is toughness 6, but they still have 13 wounds, so it's not that bad. We have the River Squad here, the Aggressor Squad, the Centurion Squad, maybe we still have and then we go to the fast attack with the Bike, Assault Squad, and just look into the new ones really. The Inceptor Squad, this is not new, this is the other new, the Suppressor Squad. These are during deployment, this is also a fast attack one. Okay, so during deployment you can set up this unit so they can infiltrate or they can teleport in the battle. They have smoke launchers as all the other units, and they have suppressing fire if an enemy model is destroyed as a result of attack made with an accelerated autocannon by a model in this unit. The enemy model's unit cannot fire Overwatch. So you kill. So it's a way to cancel Overwatch if you want to assault as well. We still have the Scout Bikes, the Land Speeders, the Attack Bike Squad. And we go now to the heavy support with the Devastator, the Centurions, the Centurion Devastators. Here we have the Eliminators are also a heavy support. They are the new, they have a sniper rifle, okay, and they have new variants that were not present in the previous profile, okay. They have the Camo Cloak, so they add +1 to the cover, so when they are in cover they have +2. They have as well guided aim. Instead of shooting in your shooting phase, this unit Eliminators can guide his squad aim, so until the end of the phase, when resolving an attack made by a ranged weapon by a model in this unit, add 1 to the hit roll and wound roll. So instead of shooting phase, this unit of Eliminators, so the Sergeant can guide and then is given +1 to his colleagues. And then we have the covering fire, so the first time this unit Eliminator Sergeant fires Overwatch with an Instigator Bolt Carbine in your opponent's turn, this unit can, after it resolves Overwatch made, move as it, so they can move away, but if you use the Instigator, only if you use the first time this unit of Eliminator Session fires Overwatch with an Instigator boss, only if you have the Instigator, not with the Bolt Sniper Rifle or the last Fusil. And at the end we have the concealed positions as the other four guys with focus armor and so on. So yeah, they have a Bolt Sniper Rifle that have the 3 profiles. They can shoot to characters. Some of them you can shoot without line of vision, and some of them you need line of vision. They change from heavy 1 to heavy D3 or heavy 1 depending on the profile that you're shooting. So for example, the first one, the executioner round, is all have 36 inches, have a strength 5 minus 1 and 1 damage. This weapon can target units that are not visible, so this is the one that can target not visible, and can target characters even if there is not the closest one. When resolving an attack made by this weapon, add 2 to the hit roll, and the target does not receive benefit. So on top they have plus 2 to the hit roll, so they hit on 2 plus basically. Then you can use even if the target is not visible. So this then we have the heavy D3, so this weapon can target characters, and that's all. So it's the weakest one, but you shoot multiple times. And then you have the mortis round that is 5 damage minus 2 D3, sorry, 5 strength minus 2 rending D3 damage. So this weapon you can target characters. When resolving an attack made with this weapon on a wound roll of 6, you create a mortal wound. Okay, this is like the sniper, but it's a very strong sniper. All depends. If you want to start making wounds to a character that is not visible, you start with the previous profile, and then when you can see the enemy character, you use this profile. I think the profile in the middle, I will not use it. Unless it's a very weak guy. Okay. We have the Instigator Bolt Carbine. This is the one that allows you to retreat from or move after doing Overwatch. Only once per battle, because it's the first time. So this weapon can target characters even if it is not the closest enemy, so it's just another type of sniper. It's less, have less strength, but is wounding more, so yeah. And then we have the Fusil, that is an anti-vehicle weapon, okay? It's the heavy one, strength 8, minus 3 damage. They have 1 8. Here we have the Hellblasters, no changes on them. The Thunderfire Cannon, the Hunter and the Stalker, the Werewolf and the Predator, the Vindicator and Land Raider. We have all the different Land Raiders. The Repulsor, and we go to the Transport. And in Transport we have the Rhino, the Razorback. We have the Drop Pod that have a new rule. So basically they ignore how it's here, they're doing the deployment. And if you do so, and the movement phase, you can set up the model anywhere on the battlefield, more than an inch away of the model. Any model embarked immediately. There was a match play, this model, and any units embarked aboard are exempt of the tactical reserve and match play rules. So they really, these are at the first exception we see to the tactical reserve. After and then is immobile, is not mobile. This model has transport capacity of 10 of chapter infantry models. It cannot transport jump pack, Terminator, Primaris or Centurions. It's curious that it's not able to transport Terminators anymore. Yeah. And cannot transport the vendors as it used to happen in the past. Yeah. Because in the past, I think there was an option to drop 1 vendor. I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I was sure. Then we have also the Land Speeder Storm, that is for the only scouts, and we have the Repulsor. The Repulsor is the new transport for Primaris. Okay, he can transport. No, the Repulsor, and then we have the Impulsor. So the Repulsor is the big one for 10 Primaris. And this was the and then we have the Impulsor, that is for 6 Primaris, sorry. You can see they have Angels of Death, his Hoover, he has a repulsor field. So if any unit with this ability are chosen as a target of a charge to struck 2 from the charge roll, it's assault vehicle, so you can move and then disembark. Have the shield dome, so a model with a shield dome have 4+ invulnerable save, so it's really a super good tank. We have the Stormhawk Interceptor, then we have the Flyer with the Stormhawk Interceptor, the Stormhawk Gunship, and the Storm Talon Gunship. And we go to all the rules, so here we have all the book. Okay, and then the thing that I wanted to talk here before we go there, of these new units, they already have shared that, for example, Blood Angels can also use the Captain in Phobos armor, the Elite One in Phobos armor, so they can, the Elite One in Phobos armor, the Liberating in Phobos armor, the Eliminator squad, the Impulsor, the Incursor squad, the Infiltrator squad, the Invictor tactical warsuit, the Repulsor Executioner, and the Suppressor squad. So all these can be used by the Blood Angels. I think are the same list for the Dark Angels and the same list for the Space Wolves. So all these squads can benefit. And the Death Watch only can use the Repulsor Executioner, only the transport. Okay, so you can have another transport for the primaries. Okay, also interesting to know that abilities, so all the Space Marines will have the Voltal Discipline and will have the Shock Assault. And also in this PDF that you can download from the website, you go to community and you go to the FAQs and you will find it. You will have all the profiles of these new units that are available now as well for Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and Space Wolf, with the points as well. So you don't need to buy this codex so far if you play Dark Angels, Blood Angels, or Space Wolves. All this information is for free on our website, and all these new units are available for this codex. Then for the Death Watch, only the new transport. Okay, and then we go to the chapter tactics. Here we have the chapter tactics as well for the Ultramarines, Imperial Fist, White Scars, Raven Guard, Salamanders, Iron Hands, Black Templars, and Crimson Fist. What that means? First, now the Crimson Fists are here, are not anymore in the how it's called this. You don't need to not go anymore in the White Dwarfs. Okay, they have the Defenders of Humanity, so it's the one before, and then of course. So if you have, let me recap. If you have a Forge, right? A Forge. I forgot now the name. Battle Forge. All troops in these units have the ability of defense of humanity, so mainly if that you can control objective if the other have not a similar rule. And if your Battle Forge units other than servitors in the Space Marine detachment and other than heavy auxiliary detachment gain the chapter tactics ability, as long as every unit in that detachment is drawn from the same chapter. Okay, and then you can take the chapter ability that you want. These are more or less similar as the previous ones. The only thing that was important, right, when we go, let me move back to the beginning of the rules. Okay, here, these doctrines are only available if all your army is from the same chapter. Okay, I think it's only this one, combat doctrines. Models this again depending on which combat doctrine they are. Units, if you have a Battle Forge army, units only benefit from this bonus if every unit from your army has this ability. Okay, only if all your army has this ability. What means if you just put Imperial Knight, you cannot have anymore the combat doctrines. Okay, here we have. I think these are more or less the same as before. For example, the Iron Hands. When a model with this tactic will lose a wound, roll a d6. On a 6, the wound is not lost. When resolving Overwatch by this model with this tactic, on a hit roll of a 5 or 6 scores a hit. In addition, models with this tactic that have damage table are considered to have double the number of wounds remaining for the purposes of determining what draw to use on the damage. Okay, so yeah, here we have the tactics. I think the salamanders now have when the unit with this tactic fires Overwatch or is chosen to shoot or fight with, you can roll a single, so you have the Mastercraft. And when resolving an attack made by a weapon that has an armor penetration characteristic of -1 against a unit with this tactic, that weapon is treated as having, so you have armor penetration 0. So you see that some things here are starting to benefit also the defensive. So the Iron have this 6 to ignore wounds. The salamanders have this ignoring -1 rendings. The Raven Guard give -1 if you are over 12 inches of your opponent. A vehicle that is integrated within the range feature subtracts 1 to the hit roll as well. Okay, so there are some things here to improve your resilience, others increase even more the punch. And here we have what is new is how to create your own chapter. Okay, you have the successor chapter tactics. What that means, you choose 2 abilities from this book. Okay, and the only exception if they are inheritors of the primer, because this one, what it's telling you is that you choose one of the prime of the chapter tactics, right? So you can be a successor of salamanders. You don't need to pay them as salamanders to be salamanders on the battlefield as the rules. Here there are some interesting ones. I will just go for the ones that I find interesting. The duelist, for example, when resolving an attack made with a melee weapon by a model with this tactic against infantry or biker unit, an unmodified roll of 6 automatic scores a hit and successfully wounds the target. Okay, we have cannot be combined with the whirling of rage. That what does is when resolving an attack made with a melee weapon by a model with this tactic, the model makes a charge move, a was charge or perform a heroic intervention, a modified roll of 6 scores 1 additional hit. So here you cannot combine this with the duelist. Okay, so this one is doing a small Tesla in close combat. The other one that I find interesting is the stealth. Okay, so it's when resolving an attack made by a ranged weapon against a unit with this tactic by a model more than 12 inches, that unit in treats having the benefit of cover to its saving throw, so you have cover even if you are not in cover. The stalwart is also quite interesting. So when resolving an attack made against a unit with this tactic, an unmodified wound of 1 or 2 always fail. Sorry, not only ones, so the 2s, and then you have other ones. So you have here other ones to increase even more the punch of your army. Okay, so you can use this if you want to increase the resiliency, and then use the previous rules to increase the punch. So the Space Marines are going to be quite strong and are quite, you can tailor them quite nicely. We have the Warlord traits, I will not go, but you have Warlord, the generic ones. Okay, you have the ones for the Space Marines. These are mainly for Phobos guys. Okay, these are the Vanguard Warlord traits. I think you can only take it if you are Phobos. Okay, and then you have one Warlord trait by chapter. And of course, if you buy the supplement now of the Ultramarines of the White Scars, you have even more Warlord traits there. Then you have the stratagems. I won't go through the stratagems neither, but you have here all the stratagems. Okay. The chapter relics. Then you have the 2 disciplines for the space. These are the generic ones, and these are the ones for the Phobos. And then this is new as well. Now the chaplain can do litanies of battle. So they can choose one of these litanies. And if this litany is inspiring when a model in family chapter within 6 inches, let me see, before the battle, generate litanies of the chapter, models that know litanies from the chapter using the table below. You can either roll a d6 while you will do that, or you can choose them, okay? And the litanies, if I'm not wrong, let me go to the chaplain. Okay, here we have the captains. You release them. There is a female chaplain. So you, with a 3+, you do the litany. So the litany of the hate. So this model knows litany of the hate, see below, and one litany from the litanies of the battle. At the start of your battle round, this model can recite one litany he knows that has not already been recited by a friendly model that the battle round. Roll a d6 on a 3+, the recited litany is inspiring and takes effect. Okay. No, it's not automatic anymore, but you can tailor. Okay, and here you have 6. It's like a mini psychic power, but this guy is just they're talking and speaking to. To make the warriors fight better. And these are all. This is all what comes in this book. Well, it's quite a big one. There is a lot of information. I think there is a lot of new information for the Space Marines. It's quite a thick one, and if you play Space Marines, of course, it's a must to have. So I'm thinking now. I'm rethinking now my Space Marines. And yeah, I will need to, if you want to have Gilliman or Marneus Calgar, no, you need to buy the supplement of the Ultramarines. And if you want the guy from the White Scars, it will come in a different place. And I think here, I was checking, because I don't know, Lysander and all these guys, they talk here about them. I need to check. I think there were rules for the Lysander and these guys, but maybe I'm mistaken. Because of course Lysander and company are not anymore in this book. So I don't know. I need to check this on the facts, because I don't see more facts here from today. Okay. So yeah, I need to check what happened with the Lysander and all the other, but they are not here, and I think there were explanations to use them. Okay, I just was looking, so the characters can be downloaded from the community side. You go to downloads, not on the facts. So you have to go to the downloads, and you can download, and you have there the Captain Lysander, Pedro Cantor, the High Marshal Helbrecht. So all the special characters, that the Emperor Champion as well. We have there the Captain and the Chaplain Grimaldus. Okay, and we have also his servitors, and Vulcan Headstand, and Kaiban Shrike. Okay, I think that is all of this. No, and then we have as well the Crusader Squad from the Templars, because you can see here there is not the Crusader Squad from the Black Templars. So you still have, and you have all the points and all what you need to use them. So you are not missing them. They are on a PDF in the Games Workshop community. You can find there. I will put the link in the description below, and then you can also download all what is missing. What you cannot download anymore is the Ultramarines characters, and you cannot download the White Scar character. Okay, if you want them, you need to buy the supplement codex for these 2 chapters. So yeah, that's all for this video. It's a little bit long, but there is a lot of material on this book. I hope you find this entertaining. I think the Space Marines are going to be quite aggressive now, are going to be the resiliency can be improved or not depending on the chapter tactics that you take, but they're going to have much more punch, especially with this -1 rending, additional -1 rending, additional attack with the bolts, and additional attack in close combat. So, and in close combat, even regular marine can be quite dangerous, because with this +1 attack, they are going to be quite strong. And that's all what I want to talk here. Yeah, this is my summary for today on this book. And please give a like if you have liked this video. Let me know what do you think about the new Space Marines in the comments below. Let me know your opinion about my videos. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you later. Bye.